7 o'clock. Thank you for coming, everyone. I appreciate it. I'd like to call tonight's meeting to order. It's 7 o'clock. Deputy Clerk Case, could you please call the roll? Supervisor Rollway, here. Deputy Clerk Case, here. Assessor Barrington, here. Trustee Bowman,
here.
Trustee Glass, here. Trustee Sands,
here.
Trustee Ziegler, here. Township Administrator Marciniak,
Also here.
Highway Superintendent Powell,
Here.
Director Dillon, here. Director Martins, here. Thank you. I'd like to have everyone join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 4 is public comments. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to make public comment tonight? Okay, with no public comment, we'll move on to number 5, consent agenda. Deputy Clerk Case.
Any item may be pulled from the consent agenda for discussion by any township trustee. Item A is approval of board meeting minutes of September 11th, 2025. B, committee meeting minutes, accepting committee meeting minutes from the Committee of the Whole meeting September 24th, communications also September 24th, and special board meeting on August 15th. Approval of the board audit from September 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2025. Total general town fund $216,812.48. Total general assistance fund $3,326.44. Total general road fund $29,348.71. Total permanent road fund $538,226.60. Total park maintenance fund $21,713.15. Total cemetery maintenance fund $1,282.06. Total of all funds $810,709.44. Finally, item D, approval of the financial audit for dates between April 1st, 2025 and May 31st, 2025.
Can I have a motion to approve?
Motion. Second.
Supervisor Rollway? Yes. Trustee Sands?
Yes.
Trustee Ziegler?
Yes.
Trustee Glass?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you. Number 6, monthly updates from elected officials. I'd like to start with Mr. Sands.
Oh, great. Thank you. I have to say my first item in order of priority is I look across the table here and see Sarah out there with her self-defense class. I attended. Now, Sarah and I had a confrontation that night. But in playing our role, and it worked out very well. I learned a lot from that session. And commendations to her for putting it together, because I came away from that with a lot of good things, as did my wife. Hopefully she won't use it on me, but that point of what we learned that evening and to be continued, it was very good. So thank you for sponsoring that and putting it together. Additionally, as far as votes, I don't know if you want me to cover this under the Finance Committee or just update both. From at least our Finance Committee scenario, we met with a 6-month review, budget versus actual. They said where we're going on that, and move forward from there. You'll see in the report one of the things that came up that we've been looking at, and every once in a while I bring up as far as the billings that come out of the highway department. How are we doing with that? Are we current? How are villages paying us on a timely basis? So we instrumentally, working with the supervisor, have added, was able to get our aging report that's done to monitor those receivables. And you'll see here that the villages are all current. So it's nothing alarming that we're waiting 60, 90 days to get paid. So that went well. And lastly, I attended the Village of Kildare Golf outing, which was a great event, worked out very well, and a good night. That's it.
Trustee Ziegler?
I don't have much of an update. I would just, I'm going to leave it to Susan, but I would say every time I go to a community center meeting, I'm unbelievably impressed with the staff and their commitment and their involvement with looking to continually improve. And so I'm really appreciative of that and their joy to engage. So, thank you. I guess I would also add, I didn't think I mentioned this at the last committee, the whole meeting, all of the events that I attended that week, so the community center open house, as well as the aging in Ela Township, were fantastic and really well attended. So congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Glass?
So we had a really good committee meeting for health and wellness. We're going to figure out a preliminary budget for next year that will be presented at the next committee of the whole meeting. Things seem to be going quite well.
Thank you. Trustee Bowman? Thank you. My report, short and sweet. Another great month. I just wanted to thank Mariana in the administration office for straightening out our purchasing accounts in Amazon and other accounts to make them more efficient and saving the township $260 in fees annually. Jessica and Mariana have, and you'll see this in Ted's report too, very busy with the LIHEAP, which is the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. Again, it's great to see so many people coming in, and they're doing a great job doing that, along with Mariana. And thank you for everyone attending, knowing the sporting events going on today, commitment to the township. And that is my report. Monthly updates from the department heads.
I've got nothing else besides this my report. Would you like me to read it?
No, not to read the report.
Okay.
Did you want to do any update on, well, that's later on the agenda. So, thank you. Dr. Marks?
I don't really have anything new from this either.
Okay, great. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. If anybody has any questions about any of the events, I'd be happy to talk about it. If you haven't signed up for the blood drive, please do. Let me know if you need help with volunteers. I will. Okay.
Should I be giving an update on if you want to talk? Sorry, guys, for the street. Oh, God. I'm upset.
You'll see, we had our committee meeting this past Tuesday, and one of the things that we've been discussing for months at length is a new database because my senior center is no longer working, and we're trying to keep retrofitting it towards not only the senior population that has outgrown it, but also for the youth department, and it just doesn't work. And so Missy on my staff has been doing a deep dive. She started with over 12 companies and whittled it down to 5 that she extensively researched. And then the one that we are highly recommending is Community Pass for the myriad of reasons that I listed, as well as that was something that we went through in great detail during our committee meeting. So there's that. Other than that, if you have any questions about it, I'm happy to answer those. Do you have any questions for me?
I think, I know it's on the agenda, but I think we were going to get packages.
I sent it in that yesterday morning, and I was asked to.
Yeah, we just don't have it available.
We'll have to have a special meeting. They haven't received the information on that.
You can remember now, you didn't have it for the computer.
It's a large
Right.
yeah. I don't want to rush it through. I think at this point, just because the board hasn't received it to review it, we'll have to host a special meeting to get it passed. Just to piggyback on this too, part of the reason why there's multiple reasons why we're looking to get a new database for the community center. one of the things that I didn't mention in my report is we had committee meetings this week, and just since September, 90 people have signed up for programs within the senior program. So I mean, we're serving a larger amount of people. We need to make sure we're serving them the best we can. So I'm not sure where that came through, but it does have to be looked at, and we'll have to have a special meeting to vote on it. I don't feel comfortable sending.
No, I agree. I was under the impression that it was distributed, so. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to go through because you guys will all see it. There's a 3-page report on why and comparing the minutes.
So we will have to host a special meeting to vote on this because time is of the essence.
Did we budget for this year?
We did not budget, we have it in the budget. And then eventually it will be replacing the printing and postage budget because we won't be printing and mailing out all these newsletters because it will all be online registration.
So there is, on other programs, there's excess funds.
Yes.
That we cover it, so it's not cutting into anything that is.
And what program is that?
In my program line item, actually it's 1-5-547.
So we'll meet and talk about it more, just to make sure everybody's comfortable with it. I don't want to make a rash decision here. I apologize if Hannah got on. No, it's not part of the agenda.
Oh, yes.
Sorry about that. There's a presentation on it and such as well. Okay, Ted, did you have anything else?
The only thing I have outside of my report is the village of Lakeside will be repaving the east entrance to Town Hall beginning early next week, so the east entrance will be closed. So anybody coming to Town Hall will have to use the west entrance during construction.
Are we still outstanding on a couple of the ideas?
Correct, yeah, we're still waiting to get back from Monk Road and
Okay, any questions for Ted? Number 8, new business.
Or do you want me to do my report?
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, yes. You're right here. Sorry, that's okay.
We closed our books on September 22nd, and since Scott, I shouldn't say closed our books, our 30-day appeal window closed. Our office has been exceptionally busy. We're continuing to assist taxpayers who missed the deadline, reviewing their assessments, correcting any errors identified. This year we received a total of 698 appeals. 70% of those appeals have been filed by tax reps, not by homeowners. Of those 698, 89 of them were commercial appeals that obviously have a way higher tax implication because it's a lot more value being appealed. I work closely with the county on those, and then also the intervening attorney. Her name is Brittany Hughes. She represents the Consortium, which is the library, the school districts, our township, and she is involved with any appeals over $100,000 in assessed value. To address the reliance on tax representatives and further appeals, I worked with our township attorney to draft a letter that we will send to taxpayers, residential property owners following the hearings, contingent hearings. This letter will remind homeowners that our office is available to provide the same services they're paying for via the third-party representation, just save them some extra money. In addition, like I said, to the residential appeals, we received 89 commercial appeals. These have to be filed with an attorney, and due to recent staffing changes, I'm actually the only one who can handle those in the office that has any experience. It's placed a significant workload on me, highlighting the need for a dedicated commercial deputy in our office. And given the substantial amount of commercial and industrial
values in our township. Hiring a specialized individual would actually be a prudent investment for our township. So I'm going to actually probably be starting on that sooner than I had hoped for. We are also experiencing some challenges with the commercial and industrial appeals, primarily because we lack the documentation of how the assessments were performed. Ted, Township Administrator Marciniak, Supervisor Wellhoyt, and I have discussed along with conversations with the Township Attorney regarding potential recourse against AccuBase for their inability to provide any of the necessary supporting documentation. However, the attorneys indicated that pursuing legal action would likely exceed any financial recovery, making it not worthwhile. So we've agreed to kind of just check it out this year. The county has scheduled all of our residential hearings. We ended up having 5 days of live hearings, with all of the rest of the hearings being letter hearings. The appellant doesn't appear, so we cannot either on those. We just submit our evidence to the county. So my staff is busy working on that. I want to take an opportunity to express my gratitude for my team's hard work. Sarah, my chief deputy, has proven to be an invaluable asset, and Amaya has excelled in addressing gaps in our operations, and Belle is making a commendable effort to fill any holes that have been left behind by the absence of Robin. We have received several resumes for a part-time field inspector to support Ben, who has been effectively managing his responsibilities alone. But for safety reasons, I think it would be a good idea to have 2 people going out on field visits. As we anticipate an increased workload in the spring also, I think it would help him. I'm looking for someone to be available Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's about 1,300 hours annually. At one time, our office actually had 4 full-time and 3 part-time employees in addition to the assessor, so we are significantly down on staffing. I'm eager to complete this assessment cycle and start preparations for the 2026 assessments. And as always, I appreciate the support that I've gotten from Supervisor Wellhoyt, the administrative staff, and Ted. So I want to thank you all. And I also had a great meeting yesterday with Representative Saeed from, I think it's the House, the 51st. And there's some great discussions there on potential legislation to help the over 65 population in our community with some tax relief.
Thank you. Any questions for Secretary Barrington?
We're talking to a position that you're saying, but do you already have the budget for that, or would you need additional funds?
I do have money. Are you talking about for the part-time field person or for a commercial deputy?
For commercial.
That's probably, I think I do have the money in my budget, but it's going to be something I'll be budgeting for in the next budget as well.
Any other questions? Thank you for your report. Thank you for your work. Okay, moving on to number 8, new business. 8A is proclamation recognizing October's Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Motion?
Yeah. Nearly 32 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States, amounting to more than 16 million victims of domestic violence every year. Once kept a secret amongst families, domestic violence must be recognized and prosecuted as a serious crime, one that often has severe consequences for the survivors, their children, the civilian community, and the military community. We must take this stance that we no longer be a bystander, one who sees harmful and hostile conduct or is aware that it is occurring and knows nothing about it. We must vow to become involved, to intervene when it is safe to do so, and most importantly, we must report this to the proper authorities to stop the cycle of violence. A commitment to intervening on any level promotes assurance to your colleague, neighbor, family member, friend, or shipmate that interpersonal violence of any form will not be tolerated in your presence. We are firmly committed to the policy of zero tolerance of domestic violence and encourage all of you to join us in promoting Domestic Violence Prevention Month. Therefore, we, the undersigned, do hereby proclaim October 2025 as Domestic Violence Prevention Month. And hereby encourage all members of the civilian and military communities to dedicate themselves to reducing domestic violence and call upon everyone to educate themselves about domestic violence and available resources. Motion?
Second.
Supervisor Wilhoit? Yes. Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Black?
Yes.
Trustee Vance?
Yes.
Trustee Zeigler?
Yes.
8B is a proclamation recognizing October 20th to 24th as Red Ribbon Week. Red Ribbon Week proclamation. Whereas drug and alcohol abuse in the United States prevents millions of people from reaching their full potential at school, on the job, in their communities, and whereas research indicates that young people who avoid the early use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs are less likely to engage in self-destructive behaviors such as crime, delinquency, and other harmful activities. And whereas founded in 1988 in honor of undercover drug enforcement agent Enrique Kiki Camarena, who was kidnapped, tortured, and murdered by members of a drug gang in Mexico on February 7, 1985, National Red Ribbon Week is designed to raise awareness of the dangers of drug use while encouraging citizens to take an active role in their community drug prevention activities. And whereas the 2025 observance of Red Ribbon Week approved residents of Ela Township the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to healthy, drug-free lifestyles by wearing and displaying red ribbons. Now, therefore, I, Lori Wilhoit, Supervisor of Ela Township, do hereby proclaim October 20th through 24th, 2025 as Red Ribbon Week through the Township of Ela and encourage all citizens to work together in making our community a healthy and safe place to live. Okay, motion passed.
Motion.
Second.
Trustee Vance?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Black?
Yes.
Supervisor Wilhoit? Yes. Trustee Zeigler?
Yes.
Okay, another resolution, 8C, Resolution 2025-11, America 250. It's a resolution in support of the Illinois America 250 commemoration. Resolution number 2025-11, resolution in support of the Illinois America 250 commemoration. Whereas the United States of America will commemorate its 250th anniversary on July 4th, 2026, marking a historic milestone in the nation's history. And whereas on July 4th, 1776, the Second Continental Congress formally adopted the Declaration of Independence, asserting the American colonies' freedom from British rule and laying the foundation for the principles of democracy and self-governance. And whereas the U.S. Semi-Quincentennial Commission, known as the America 250 Commission, America250.org, was established by Congress in 2016 to plan and orchestrate the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, aiming to engage all Americans in commemorating this historic event through educational initiatives. Whereas the Illinois America 250 Commission, JL250.org, was established to develop, encourage, and execute an inclusive commemoration and observance of the founding of the United States of America and Illinois' imperative role in the nation's history. And whereas the Illinois America 250 Commission encourages communities, libraries, schools, local governments, including townships, historical societies, cultural institutions, and individuals of all ages to develop inclusive commemorations that reflect on Illinois' role in the nation's history and development. And whereas recognizing and supporting the Illinois America 250 Commission will help ensure meaningful and educational commemoration for all residents and future generations. Whereas the commemoration provides an opportunity to reflect on the state's historical significance, honor the achievements of its people, and inspire civic engagement. And whereas the Township of Ela in Lake County hereby formally supports the Illinois America 250 Commission and its mission to commemorate our nation's 250th anniversary. Can I get a motion to approve?
Discussion first?
No.
You have a motion and second first.
Okay.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion?
Okay, so I looked into the American 250 Commission. I love the general goals that were all outlined in that proposal. I think that celebrating American history and that patriotism is great. But when I looked into the American 250 Commission itself, I found some concerning things. I watched through their kickoff event in Iowa, and it was extremely partisan, which I think distracts from the message. Also, the American 250 Commission has partnered with some organizations like Moms for Liberty and Frederick University that are partisan and in some cases hateful, which I understand that there's also a degree of separation as this resolution is about the Illinois American 250 Commission, which is separate from the National 250 Commission, but is also in support of the National American 250 Commission. So it's complicated, but there is a degree of separation there. But I think that those are worthy concerns to acknowledge.
I understand. This is more of a celebration from what I've read, and I appreciate your research on this. It's a celebration of the United States of America and Illinois. And I'm going through our 200th anniversary because I'm old, and I think it's a great way to bring the United States together. And I appreciate your opinion. Does anybody else have anything to want to say?
I think my thinking was I love the idea of it, and I guess my thinking is maybe we could we don't necessarily need to endorse this organization in order to celebrate the 250th anniversary, which I think might do better for creating a more inclusive environment for everyone to have our more independent celebration.
Anybody else have any comments? Okay. We have a motion. We have a second.
Supervisor Woodward?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Lott?
No.
Trustee Sands?
Yes.
Trustee Zegler?
Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your ideas as well. I appreciate the conversation. Number 8D is ADA compliant automatic doors. Consideration and possible action to approve the ADA compliant automatic doors for the community center rear doors, town hall lower level doors installed by DH Pace in the amount of $11,393.50. We need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. So as I look at executive summary, is this management's, your recommendation, Ted's recommendation, of as a whole?
Yeah, correct. That's why we put the name DH Pays on the agenda itself. So
It didn't say the recommendation.
yeah, and we'll clean that up for going forward. It'll be in the executive
Did we
session.
budget for it this year?
Maybe not.
We're consistently encountering this now from the standpoint, is that a mode we're going to be in? How are we proposing this now versus waiting to go through the budget process?
So part of it is we can do that. We have money in reserves that will cover the lead fund without having our accounts go over in any way. And so we were looking at some of our excess funding to utilize. And the ADA, it's important to have, and we should have it sooner rather than later. And so, because we have the money in the budget, we figured we would be in a good position to just move forward.
So this would come out of capital outlay?
Correct.
And this is in response to, we have had complaints coming to people coming downstairs to receive things in the lending closet, unable to open doors with that. We also have approved to be a site of early voting again and not having EDA doors. And the early voting is in March, which is what the board would be.
Correct, and that was the reason why early voting was taken away from us, was because of the lack of ADA planters.
Any other questions?
Trustee Bowman?
Yeah.
Supervisor Lewis? Yes. Trustee Glass?
Yes.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Zegler? Yes.
Okay, number 8F, Town Hall replacement of storm water pump, consideration and possible action to approve the replacement of a backup storm water pump.
Yeah.
Okay. You skip E.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For the
I apologize. 8E. Thank you. 8E is electrical ADA compliant automatic door installation. Consideration and possible action to approve electrical installation related to the ADA compliant automatic door installation in Community Center, Town Hall, by Greco Electric, in the amount of $3,456.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Supervisor Wilhoit?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Glass?
Yes.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Zegler? Yes.
Now we're on to 8F. Thank you. Town Hall replacement storm water pump, consideration and possible action to approve the replacement of a backup storm water pump at Town Hall not to exceed $7,625. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
So discussion, Ted, do you want to take that?
So we have had an issue with the breaker tripping in the lower level in Town Hall. And so we had Sherman Mechanical come out and do a preliminary analysis where they determined that one of our sub pumps is failing. And so we received
Sump pump or storm water?
the sub pump. And Mike,
It's that lift station, that external lift station that's out there outside Health and Wellness.
Okay, I just want a clarification on it.
and so they came out and they gave us a price of the listed $7,625. After reviewing it with Mike and Jeff, they determined that that was probably high. So we reached out to a couple of other vendors, and the best option is the one that was just presented in front of you, which we received today, or yesterday. So we are recommending that we go with Good Mechanical Services for the amount of $6,118. So we'll have to amend the motion to name them in their first point, but.
Okay. You mentioned an option to replace the second pump. Is there something wrong with it?
The second pump is currently operational.
Okay. So there's no reason for us to...
I mean, no. Unless you just wanted to replace them both at the same time, but that would not be necessary.
Okay.
And we don't mention in the agenda the vendor. I mean, it was in the board packet, it just is the amount.
Yeah, so because at the time of the agenda being published, we didn't have any of the quotes other than the Sherman Mechanical one.
Okay.
We assumed the Sherman one was going to be high, so we didn't want to name the vendor in case something like this
Got
happened.
it. Okay.
Trustee Bowman?
With this update with the new pump, this includes the controls to activate the backup system?
Yes, that's what the problem is now.
That's what I
The
thought.
one pump that is tripping the breaker, also tripping the switch out there,
Yeah.
and it won't let the other pump run. So once you
So this fixes that, because that was my question, concern, it's got an issue.
and all four flows are working.
Yeah.
So I I'm confused. Sherman Mechanical is giving us a new pump. This is renovating existing pumps?
From Good Electric is a new pump.
Doesn't say that. It says renovating pump.
So
It says replacement.
The replacement of one defective pump.
Phraseology.
The first one. For the replacement.
So it says in the pump, renovating the L.
No, it does, yeah. They're really renovate.
It's a new pump?
It's a new pump.
Yes. And then this option 2, replace the second pump. Does Sherman do both pumps for this pump?
Good Electric is doing one pump. Sherman Mechanical's quote was one pump. Yeah.
Is there any other questions or discussions? Supervisor Wilmore? Yes. Trustee Goldman?
Yes.
We have a motion.
I'm sorry.
The motion is to approve good, right? Good mechanical?
The motion, I thought, okay. The motion was to approve the replacement of backup stormwater not to exceed $76.5.
Okay.
That was the motion. Not to exceed. We're not choosing a vendor. We're just saying we're not going to spend more for that amount.
All right.
So that is the motion. Thank you for clarification. Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Glass?
Yes.
Trustee Sam?
Yes.
Trustee Zeigler?
Yes.
Do you have to have another motion to say the minutes together? All right. New business 8G. Town Hall holiday lighting consideration and possible action to approve the installation of roof line holiday lighting in the amount of $22,675. That is in the packet. I have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second. Discussion?
I look at this, I think our rationale is we save money on the signs, we're going to spend it on the lights. What do we say? And I guess I look at it, this is from their description, it's a one-time shop. What we're going to do at the community center, if I understand it correctly.
That's my question too. Where does it? What generated this thought?
Right.
First of all, who and why, and then where does it go from here?
Yeah.
Sure. So it was generated because of the money that we've saved so far since May. We saved a total of $8,000. We saved, I have a list for everything that we've saved so far. Because of one of the things when we were talking about the sign is the description on how well people see Ela Township. So this was a way to see Ela Township. The highway department, when I spoke to them, they put up holiday lights for Killdeer and Long Grove, I believe, in the past. They have, so they would be able to do the community center. Their truck would not be able to do the backside of the building here, so we were going to hire a company to do that. So out of the money that we've saved so far since May, which is $7,915, we're going to use a portion of that, like $2,675, to put lighting on the building.
And that's, you have to do it again next year, it's going to be $2,675.
Yes, or more.
Or more, yeah.
What's the expense for taking the lights down? Would that be the same amount as spending the money? Oh, okay.
I mentioned to Lori that for next year, the money has been saved this year that she's talking about using. But for next year, maybe consider doing the permanent lights that can then be just left on the building and then changed for different things to recognize different holidays and things like that. It would possibly be a savings over the $2,600. And
There's-
holiday lights is something that the board obviously, I don't think the board, but the board votes on it.
Trustee Bowman?
To Bonnie's point, it's been discussed for quite a few years of doing the permanent lighting of the building itself. But for holidays, you can do different colors and stuff. It's part of the same system. There's no taking up and putting it down. It just, I'm more in favor of something than an annual thing. And as we go forward, where's the community center and the historical building, and just just because we save money doesn't mean we have to spend it.
Oh, I agree.
I'm totally in a disagreement with that. I think we should take a look at lighting up the building for year round, and then if it's got controls that you can do red, green, or whatever, do that. But I'm not in favor of this at all.
Maybe work better if we, instead of lighting up the building itself, like put the lights in some of the trees around here. That might be easier to.
That'd be more expensive.
That'd be more expensive?
Yes.
Oh.
Like that sounds good. Okay. I mean, it's just an option. Staff really liked it too. So, I mean, if the board is against it, we could, take a vote and change. I understand your point, and I hadn't heard about permanent lighting in the past 4 years. I wasn't part of those.
It's been an ongoing discussion for years, but
Okay, I was
lighting up the building,
Okay.
and at the same time, you are lighting it up and making it aware of
Sure.
all year round, but during the holidays and stuff, you can program it to be. And then there's also solar systems that we were looking at.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that in the past 4 years.
Those, quite a few years.
I wasn't aware of any of those conversations. Okay, so we can take a vote.
Supervisor Lovett?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
No.
Trustee Black?
Yes.
Trustee Sam?
No.
Trustee Zegler?
Yes.
All right. So now we have 8H, Community Center Program and Software, which we're going to have to table and have a special meeting on. Board's not aware of that. Executive session, 8 as 9. We will have to have executive session for the purposes of discussing personnel. Okay. Personnel 5 Illinois CS 120/2, parentheses C 143. Okay. Can I get a motion to move into executive session?
Motion. Second.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Black?
Yes.
Supervisor Lovett?
Yes.
Trustee Sam?
Yes.
Trustee Zegler?
Yes.
Have a good weekend.
Can I get a motion to resume the board meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Trustee Black?
Yes.
Trustee Sam?
Yes.
Trustee Zegler?
Yes.
Supervisor Lovett?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Sam?
Oh, sorry.
Don't put your agenda on check off.
Better to be twice than not. I think it's 7:58. All right. So can I get a motion to approve eliminating 2 part-time staff positions for health and wellness and making it 1 full-time position with a salary range between $44,000 to $52,000
Motion.
on an annual basis?
Second.
Supervisor Lovett?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
No.
Trustee Black?
Yep.
Trustee Sam?
Yes.
Trustee Zegler?
Yes.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Supervisor Lovett?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Black?
Yes.
Trustee Sam?
Yes.
Trustee Zegler?
Yes.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your discussion.